timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They booted away on fourth down. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Makes the catch, it's Tate. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Flips it out on the screen. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. How about that awareness to make the grab and immediately head for the boundary to save clock?
I mean, you can't do it any better than that. First you make the catch, run after the catch, get the first down, and get out of bounds. Perfect execution by the receiver.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To throw, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT? I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Dropping back, it's Manning. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Longhorns! They strike first here in overtime. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
From the gun, the ground game. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Sayin. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. Looking for space. It's Peoples. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The Buckeyes will have a 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Ohio State! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads.